Good morning, Periscope. Happy Thursday. Good morning to each of you. Good morning, Periscope. If you're watching the replay, you can definitely tap the screen to give me hearts on the replay as well. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Renetta. I think that was Caitlin, Rhonda, Kim. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on the live blog. For those that don't know me, I'm Clarissa. I'm a live blogger on Periscope every morning, Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Yes, I also am a motivational speaker and an author. So thank you so much for joining me. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Daniel, I believe. So let me know who is on with me this morning and where you are scoping from. Good morning, everybody. So happy to see everyone on. Please go ahead and swipe to the right if you have an iOS device to share this broadcast with your followers. If you have an Android device, go ahead and swipe down to share this broadcast with your followers. It's going to be a deep scope, but a dope scope and a quick scope. So make sure you have invited someone to this morning's live vlog on Periscope. Good morning. Hi. Thank you guys for inviting. Also, we know that we are on task to get 100,000 hearts this week on Periscope. I think right now we may be at about 83,000. Good morning. Let me go ahead and block ministry in effect. Yes, it is. No second chances this morning. We got a lot to cover in a short time. So good morning, guys. Thank you so much for inviting your followers. Thank you for the heart flow over there. If you're new to Periscope, how do you give hearts? You simply tap the screen to give hearts. Good morning, Rhonda from the IRS. Okay. Simply tap the screen to give me hearts if I say anything that educates you, empowers you, or causes your actions and thinking to evolve. That's when I ask for heart, guys. So if you follow me on social media, you already know this morning's question. If you don't follow me yet, be sure to. My handle is Clarissa Joy, J-O-I, Clarissa Joy. I can be found on your sensitive, Michael. Well, you're going to come out of that today in Jesus' name. Yes, you will. To find me on social media, you can go to Instagram, Twitter, as well as I have a Facebook fan page. Thank you, Nikki. That's how you find me, Clarissa Joy, J-O-I. Don't forget, guys, if you get to 500 hearts, you have to go out and come back in for Periscope to count them. Sorry about that. So thank you guys for the hearts. Let's go ahead and jump in. So this morning's question is, does sensitivity hurt you? Yes, this is a huge question because firstly, especially in the church, there's so many sensitive people. As you guys know, I have been in the church my entire life. My father is a pastor. On the 18th of October, we will celebrate 20 years in ministry. So definitely I have seen it all. Absolutely. In my career, I'm an IT manager at a Fortune 500 company. So definitely I have seen sensitivity in this role as well. So that's the question for this morning. Does sensitivity hurt you? Of course, we all have friends. We all know how we have been dealt and treated and how we want to or don't want to be treated. But sometimes it really boils down to sensitivity. So that is today's topic. I wanted to bring out a scripture, a passage that I think is very, very relevant to this topic. Is from the book of Matthew, the 15th chapter, and the 21st to the 28th verse. I won't read the scriptures, but I'll just sum up the story. There was a lady that had a Canaanite woman that had a daughter that was vexed, and she went to Jesus for help. She went to him as humbly as she knew how for help for her daughter, right? So think about it. If your kid is vexed, if your kid needs assistance, you're going to do as a mother or father everything in your power that you can do to get your kid help, right? But what I appreciate about this woman is there were 3 or 4 points of sensitivity that she could have taken when she went to Jesus, but she didn't. Hey, Ursula, good morning, lady. But she didn't. Her need, her want, her desire was bigger than her sensitivity. She put herself, her feelings, her mood out of the way to get what she needed. What was the first test? When she first went to him, what happened? Jesus ignored her. He didn't even respond. How do you feel when you ask your spouse, your manager, your clients, whomever, for something and they don't respond? Do you get ugly? Do you turn up? Do you turn out? What happens when you are ignored? Come on, guys. Let's be honest. Let's be genuine and authentic this Thursday morning. Okay? Secondly, the disciples said, turn her away. Get out of here. Why? Because she was Samaritan, considered less than. What happens when the person that you're asking for help, assistance, guidance turns you away and tells you, I don't even want to see you. Get out of my sight. You don't belong here. What? What? This was so real. This was so real to me earlier this morning. The third thing well, I'll just go quickly. The third thing that happened in this scenario was Jesus responded when he finally decided to respond. He basically said, I wasn't sent for you. She was a Samaritan. I wasn't sent for you. Did that stop her? Did she turn around? Did she tuck her tail and cry and run home to her vexed daughter that still was in a vexed state? No, she didn't. She stood there humble, fighting for what she wanted, fighting for what she needed. Right? Fourthly, there was another insult against her. Jesus responded saying that the children's bread cast to dogs. He was like, you're not even worth the bread. But what did she say? She wanted the crumbles. She wanted the whatever fell off the table on the floor. She didn't care, guys. This is the ultimate example of getting rid of your sensitivity when it's something that you want so bad that you are not willing to let insults, people ignoring you, blah, 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 to get in your way. That's right. She kept on coming. Yes. So oftentimes we feel like, we are secluded. We are alone. We have been disrespected. And yet we're so sensitive when those things happen to us because we're human. I know it because it's happened to me. You guys know I come straight from the experiences that I have had. Do you know anyone that's sensitive today? Invite them to this broadcast. So, I have 3 pointers for you guys, right? So again, wanted to share that quick story to give you an example of someone that pressed through their potential sensitivity because what they wanted, what they needed was greater than their feelings. I know that's good. What she wanted and what she needed was greater than her feelings. Sometimes we got to pack our feelings and put it away in our pocket. It doesn't matter when you are on that quest, when you are hungry, when you're thirsty, when you are in need, when you are ready for elevation, when you want it, you go after it no matter what. Okay? So here are my 3 points, guys. Here are the 3 points. I won't leave you hanging. So this morning's question was, does sensitivity hurt you? First of all, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Here's another quick verse. The book of John 8:31 tells us that we should desire to know the truth. We should desire to know the truth. What does that mean? It doesn't say if the truth hurts us, we shouldn't desire to know. It says we should desire to know the truth. That means however the truth may be in whatever form, we should desire to know that what we need. Yes, guys. So here are the 3 points. Type a number 1 in your comment box if you're ready for number 1. Number one. Let me know that you're ready. Okay. I see them coming in. So number 1, the question is, does sensitivity hurt you? Number 1, yes, it does. It prohibits. It prohibits. What does it prohibit us from? From our blessings, from our growth, from our improvement, from whatever it is we need. Had the woman turned away at the first obstacle when Jesus ignored her, would she have gotten what she needed for her daughter? Absolutely not. She would have been prohibited from receiving the blessing that she needed, that she wanted for her child. Yes. So what do you need in your life today? What are you going after? And because of your feelings, right? Those human, ugly feelings of being sensitive, of being rejected, being ignored, being talked down to. What is it prohibiting you from obtaining in your life? Really, guys, ask yourself that question this morning. So number one is prohibits. Sensitivity prohibits us from growth, maturity, what we need, blessings, etc. Dot, 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 dot. Okay? Number 2, type a number 2 in your comment box. This is a big one, guys. This is a big one. It was probably one of the hardest ones for me personally. Okay, number 2. Thank you, guys. I see you're ready. Don't stop the heart flow. 2 tap going. Okay. Number two is sensitivity skews. SKEWS. Sensitivity skews. What does it skew? It skews others' perception of who we are. It skews others' perception of what we want. It skews others' perception of how bad we want it. When you get caught up, what's the saying? Into your feelings. One of my friends really dislikes this saying. When you get wrapped up and caught into your feelings, it skews others' perception that are around you. So while you're tucking your tail and you're running away and you're turning around from the situation or from your opportunity, what do others think about you at that moment? She wasn't serious. He wasn't serious. She didn't want it anyway. He didn't want it bad enough. They were wasting my time. Yes, that's what others think when you get into your feelings of sensitivity. So number 2, it skews. So you could really want it. You could really desire it. You could really even need it. You could be in desperate need for whatever the it or the its are in your personal life. But are you skewing how others are perceiving you because of your feelings? Yes, this morning we're going to get, I think Michael said he's sensitive. We're going to get rid of that today, Michael. Number three, type a number 3 in the comment box. Guys, we are growing together, okay? We're growing together, but you must be authentic, okay? Number 3, looks like you're ready. Number 3, sensitivity blinds. Sensitivity blinds. What does sensitivity blind us from? It blinds us from reality. It blinds us from the truth. But what does John 8:31 say? We should desire to know the truth in all things. Yes. So number 3, sensitivity blinds. Because you are so into your feelings at that moment, you can't think straight. You can't rationalize anything because emotions have taken over. We're all human. We know that. And if we allow our emotions to take over, then we don't have the ability to act in and of ourselves. No, we are at that moment ruled by rage, hurt, anger, disappointment, all of those other things, all those negative things, when we allow sensitivity and our emotions to rule. So ask yourself, who or what is ruling you? Is it your emotion? Is it your sensitivity? Okay, so ask yourself those questions this morning, guys. So this morning's question was, does sensitivity hurt you? The answer is yes, absolutely yes. Hands down, yes. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Yes, sensitivity hurts you. The story, the example that I started out with this morning blog was the woman that was from Canaanite, and she had a daughter that was possessed, that was vexed, and she needed the help of Jesus, but she had 4 tests or 4 obstacles to overcome when she went to Jesus for help. Had she allowed her emotions, her pride, her ego, her sensitivity to take control and rule her? First off, when Jesus ignored her, when she came humbly asking, seeking help, she would have walked away and turned away and said, oh, well, I tried. So ask yourselves this morning, what have you turned your back on? What have you given up on? What have you delayed because of your sensitivity? Yes. So, we've probably heard the saying, if the heat in the kitchen is too hot, then get out. I would challenge you to reverse that and say, stay in wherever it's hot in your life. That's what you need. That's what you need. So remember, we are putting our needs, our desires. Okay, so Katrina says, I used to be sensitive. I'm getting so much better. Yes, sensitivity only hurts you. Okay, so whatever you need, whatever you're going after, hello, whatever you need, whatever you're going after, you basically cannot get that when you get wrapped up into your emotions of sensitivity. Right? So what happens when you become that sensitive person and that negative Nelly, however you want to call it or describe it, others around you do not want to, Clarissa, others around you do not want to fool with you. They will not invest the time in you. They will not be so willing or apt to help you or assist you. Why? Because your feelings are always on your sleeve. Your feelings, you're wearing them on your sleeve. That gets old. You guys know I've said it before. Being a drama king or drama queen is not cute. It's childish. We must grow up. We must mature. So this was, I call it a deep scope because it's a touchy, it's a sticky topic that most people don't want to deal with, but it's the truth and it's the reality. If you really want to grow, if you really want to prosper, if you really want to obtain the blessings that are for you and for your life, you have to get rid of the sensitivity. Sensitivity will never be on your side. You wait till you are at home and by yourself to be sensitive. But when you are amongst others that are in a position to help you, and that's not just always financial, it could be knowledge, it could be resources, it could be whatever. When you are around those others, it's time out for the sensitivity. Wait till you get home. Get you an ice cream bar on your way home to quench that need of sensitivity of soaking. But don't soak right there in front of a position where you're supposed to be professional. Come on, guys. We're bigger than that. We're growner than that. As one of my cousins says, we're growner than that. So put on your big girl panties or your big man briefs, whatever, and you get with it. Let go of the emotion, let go of the sensitivity. And guess what, guys? It's so deceptive because most of the time when we perceive those things, it's really not even that way. Maybe Jesus was silent because he was thinking. Maybe Jesus was silent because he was meditating. Who knows? But don't always assume off the cuff that if you don't get the instant response or reaction that you want, it's something wrong. It may not even be anything wrong. So guys, this morning I challenge you to think about your life. You know the three areas: personally, professionally, and spiritually. Across those three facets of your life, ask yourself, what have I been sensitive to? What emotions have I exuded in areas that don't always go my way, or don't always go my way when I want it to go my way? Okay, very good. Thank you, Purple Royalty. Thank you. So that is the challenge for today. Think about those many areas of your life and really ask yourself, is it me that could be my own holdup, my own setback, my own hindrance? Because I quickly go into my sensitivity zone. Yeah, once you go there, you're going to be labeled. People are not going to want to invest time in you. They're just going to be like, whatever. I know she's sensitive. The Bible also tells us to know those that labor among us. So guess what? Your leaders know. They know if you're sensitive. So when they pick that up, they're kind of done. For the most part, it's easier to be done with you and your sensitive self than to try to resuscitate you. Yeah, it's easier just to be done with you and to let you sit there and sulk in your sensitivity and not get what you want and not get what you need, not get what you desire. Yes, guys, so you're only hurting you. You're only hurting yourself. That was something I had to learn. You guys know I'm divorced. That was something I learned years ago in my marriage. Being sensitive, that other person, they sleeping good, they're eating good, your hair falling out, your appetite gone, because you're sensitive and emotionally drained by your own feelings. And the other person, they could care less. They're living life to the fullest. They're enjoying life. They're happy. They're smiling. They're eating good, sleeping good. And what's wrong with you? You falling off. You don't look the same. Your skin looking dry. Why? Because you're soaking. You're laughing, Rachel, but I'm telling the truth. I was soaking in one period of time of my life, but I'm so happy that I have been resuscitated from that state of being sensitive, just overly sensitive about any and everything. A chip on my shoulder, oh, I can't even think of the word I was just thinking of. Paranoid. That's it. Paranoid that any and everything that happens is against me or negative or intentional. Guess what, guys? Everybody doesn't roll down the bed in the morning with the mission to make you unhappy. They don't. They simply don't. So you need to learn to assume positive intent. That's what the Canaanite woman did. She assumed positive intent. She kept going back, kept going back. One, after Jesus ignored her. Two, after the disciples told her, turn her away. She doesn't even need to be here. Three, after she was told that she wasn't even worthy. Come on, guys. This is real stuff. So that's an example from the Bible. I've given you example from my life, but most of the time we're caught up in our feelings, we're caught up in our emotions, and the only person that is hurting is ourselves. We're only hurting ourselves, guys. We're not hurting the other person that we're going to for help and assistance and guidance and whatever else that we may need. So I'll be back on this afternoon between 5 and 7 p.m. Central Time. So when you see me hop on, jump in. I want to do a challenge, challenge results. Thank you. Challenge results with you guys. Thank you, Auntie. Challenge results with you guys to see if you accepted Marchette. Okay, Marchette. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Marchette. Hope so that you guys can log in this afternoon when you see me go live, so that we can share our challenge results. I really, really want you to think about that on today. What are the areas of your lives, Marchette? Thank you. Okay, good deal. Personally, professionally, and spiritually, that we may be delaying. And thank you, Miss Williams, delaying or blocking just because of our own little sensitivity that nobody else cares about. Okay, so again, the question, does sensitivity hurt you? Number one, it prohibits us from reaching what we want to reach, what we want to obtain, what we need, desire. Number two, it skews others' perception of us, because then we just become the negative Nelly that no one's going to have time for, or no one's going to invest time into. And three, it blinds us. It blinds us personally from being able to see the reality and know the truth, especially when it's a personal internal truth for our growth. Okay, Rachel says this was on time. Thanks, Clarissa, as always. You're so welcome. I appreciate you guys joining me every single morning. If you're not following me, make sure you tap on the white icon at the bottom right corner of your screen to follow me so that you get notifications as soon as I go live. Check out the website, chickchatcc.com, chickchatcc.com. That's the website. And be sure that you follow me on social media. Have your pick, Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook fan page at Clarissa Joy. Okay, Rhonda says confirmation. Very good, very good. This was all over my spirit this morning. I'm so glad you guys were touched, encouraged by this. Also on the website, there's an area for you to leave an anonymous testimonial if these scopes impact your life every single morning or whenever you tune in. Be sure to go to the website, bottom right hand corner. There's an area for testimonials. It's totally anonymous. You don't have to leave a name or email address, but I just want to know how this is impacting your life. So I wish positivity over your life, productivity over your life, purpose over your life. You're going to have an awesome day. I see you walking in it already. So you guys be blessed. Bye.